That's a dragonfly, right?
Yeah, but they don't sting.
New day, new drama in South Africa. According to new reports, 4 family members dies after going for cleansing ritual. Please like this video as you watch. A profound wave of grief has swept through Mamelodi after a tragedy claimed the lives of 4 members of the Malonga family during a cleansing and prayer ritual at Delphi Quarry Dam on Sunday, August 3, 2025. The victims, Poppy Malangu, 51, her daughter Nandakozo Malangu, 36, and her 2 sons Gallus Malangu, 32, and Sizwe Malangu, 17, were beloved members of their community, known for their unwavering devotion to God and their commitment to uplifting others spiritually. Those who knew the Malangas described them as humble, prayerful, and bound together by a shared love for the Lord. In their modest RDP home, gospel melodies often flowed through the windows, mingling with the sound of heartfelt prayers that sometimes lasted into the early hours of the morning. Speaking with visible pain, Steve Malangu, the grieving husband and father, shared memories of a household where worship was not just an activity, but a way of life. My wife and children were devoted to serving God in every way they could, he said softly. Sometimes they would sing until midnight, and then pray until dawn. They had gone to the dam many times for cleansing and prayer. I cannot explain what went wrong this time. Only God has those answers. On that Sunday morning, the Malonga family left home together, dressed simply but neatly, carrying with them prayer cloths, a small Bible, and bottles of water. Friends say they had spoken earlier in the week about the cleansing ritual they planned to perform, a spiritual practice they believed would bring them peace, renewal, and protection from life's hardships. Delphi Quarry Dam, while serene in appearance, has long been known for its unpredictable depths and hidden dangers beneath the surface. Despite this, it remains a popular site for baptisms, cleansing rituals, and prayer gatherings among some churches and faith-based groups. By early afternoon, community members noticed some commotion near the dam. Concerned residents moved closer, only to be met with a horrifying sight: 4 bodies floating motionless in the water. Emergency services arrived swiftly, their sirens breaking the stillness of the area. Paramedics worked frantically to revive the victims, but despite every attempt, CPR, oxygen administration, and coordinated resuscitation, there was no response. One by one, each was declared dead at the scene. Initial police statements point to drowning as the likely cause of death, but an official investigation is underway to determine whether other factors may have played a role. Authorities have urged residents to take extreme care when performing rituals in rivers, dams, and quarries, stressing the risks of strong currents, sudden drop-offs, and hidden underwater obstacles. The news of the Malangu family's deaths spread quickly, leaving Mamelodi in disbelief. Local churches, neighbors, and friends have been gathering outside the family's home, singing hymns, praying, and offering comfort to the surviving relatives. Reverend Samuel Makona, a respected local pastor and longtime friend of the family, struggled to hold back tears as he spoke about the loss. They were gentle souls, kind, humble, and faithful to the end, he said. To know that they died while seeking God's presence, it is almost too much to bear. This tragedy has shaken all of us. Delphi Quarry Dam is often praised for its beauty, calm, still waters surrounded by rugged rocks and wild vegetation. Yet beneath its surface lies a landscape of steep underwater cliffs and shifting sandbeds, making it unpredictable and perilous for swimmers and worshippers alike. This latest tragedy has reignited long-standing calls for the municipality to step in. Residents are urging officials to install safety barriers, put up large warning signs, and possibly restrict access to the most hazardous sections of the dam. Plans are now underway for a joint funeral service that will bring together hundreds of mourners from across Mamelodi and beyond. The service, to be held at the Malonga family's church, is expected to be filled with music, prayer, and emotional tributes to 4 lives cut short. For Steve, the weight of the loss is crushing. Surrounded by relatives who are helping him make funeral arrangements, he speaks only when necessary, his eyes often fixed on the floor. "I have lost my wife and 3 of my children in one day," he murmured. "I do not know how to carry this pain." All I can do is trust that God's plan is greater than my understanding. In the days since the tragedy, people have come forward with stories of the Malonga family's kindness. How Poppy often cooked extra food to share with neighbors. How Nantikozo taught children at Sunday school. How Gallus volunteered to fix church furniture. And how young Sizwe played drums in the church youth band. Their deaths have not only left an empty space in their home, but have also created a void in the spiritual life of their church and community. As preparations for the funeral continue, one sentiment echoes through Mamelodi. This was not just the loss of a family. It was the loss of a pillar of faith, love, and togetherness.